Hey guys, how are you? Sorry this review came probably a lot later than you guys would have liked. I've just been obviously busy playing and some other shit, and I finally just had some free time to get around to do this. So let's get into it. I got it for the PlayStation 3. There we go. And let's just cut right to the chase, cut all the bullshit. That this game was definitely worth the wait. It was fucking amazing, and I'm even gonna go as far to say that it is top 3, if not, it's the best Rockstar games I've played. I just have never had so much fun playing a game by them as much as I did this one, or pretty much a game, most games in general. I mean, this is just an absolute blast from start to finish. But yet, when it finishes, you're happy and you're glad because you felt like you just covered such like a fucking vast array of just environments and shootouts and different settings and all that shit that finally you're just like, okay, it's over, it's done, whatever else happens in my life, I saw this fake and fucking made up video game character through to his bitter end of which character surely has the shittiest life of just any video game character ever. If you thought it was bad in the first 2 games, I mean, it's like Requiem for a Dream almost, just watching basically someone just, you know, hit the floor, then they just film them just splattered on the floor, and it just gets worse, dude. I mean, like, he just does not catch a break. But whatever. Let's get into the review. But I'm gonna start with just the overall presentation, graphics. Sorry about all the I'm just kind of winging this review. So it covers, like I said, there's such a wide just area of the settings. I mean, 1 second you're doing a shootout in a badass nightclub with all that faggot dubstep playing in the back with the robot music. And you just feel like you're there. I mean, bass is thumping, you're shooting motherfuckers, it's wild, it's just fucking awesome. And just from the very beginning of the game, you know it's seriously there's something special. Just the way the cutscenes are, like the stylish little words flickering, the cool filters, which some of you, I did get a little annoyed sometimes. They kind of do overdo it with like the swing and the kind of neon lights flickering, but I know it's the kind of, like, he's drunk, he's an alcoholic, he's popping painkillers left and right. So I get it, but... And another thing about the cinematics is that if you're not, like I said, ready for an experience that is based around cutscenes, basically, then don't get it, because you're going to be frequently, about Metal Gear Solid 4 rate, interrupted with cutscenes. But it's a payoff, because you're then rewarded with just a great, engaging, extremely fucking entertaining story. It's not the greatest story you'll ever see, but it has that Rockstar script, that writing, that wittiness. And James McCaffrey, the guy who plays that voice, just simply is one of the funniest, most cynical, most bitter just narrators ever. And he does such a fucking superb job. I can't even stress it enough. You just want to, for no other reason, even if you're not even digging the game itself, in terms of gameplay and all that, you want to just see it through, just to see what this fucking asshole is going to say next, because there's times where you'll, like, be laughing out loud, literally, at the screen. But again, back to the gameplay, there's also times when you're going to want to throw your fucking controller through the TV. It's a very challenging game. Half the reason, well, most of the reason that it's so long, I clocked in about 10 hours to beat the game. I played it on normal. And it's because you're going to be dying. And you go against a lot of motherfuckers. And even at the beginning of the game, you're going to see it's going to be very challenging. I mean, just going against simple thugs, idiots with guns is hard enough. Then you're going against just, I'm talking armies at some fucking points. It's very realistic in terms of like your health and shit. Like, if you get shot once in the head in this game, you're dead. That's it. So be prepared for that. There's going to be maybe a couple of cheap deaths you're not expecting. We'll be on a roll, tearing through dudes, and all of a sudden, boom, dead, motherfucker. So if that sounds like something's going to piss you off, whatever. Because I love a challenging game, but I died about 3, maybe 4 dozen times. I know maybe that means I suck. I'm sure most of you are like, oh, you've done it many times, so good for you. I still had a blast. I loved it. But just know what you're getting yourself into from the get-go. I mean, I know the first 2 Max Payne games, you kind of felt like this invincible, you know, ex-cop renegade badass just kind of run around with a gun killing everyone just all willy-nilly. And it didn't really matter, and the bullet time was kind of an afterthought. But it's fucking mandatory in this game. If you do not use bullet time, you do not slow time down. I don't even do the shoot dodge really, because it's like if you even hit a wall, it cuts out, and after you hit the floor, you can still shoot dudes, but there's that chance you're gonna get shot in the fucking head. So you really wanna, you'll be using cover 95% of the time you're in firefights. I personally liked it. I thought it was challenging. I had a good time, but for some of you, it might be frustrating for those looking for just a run and gun kind of thing. So just know right now that is not, if you can do it, I'm not saying it's impossible, but I couldn't. And I considered myself pretty decent at playing through it in terms of getting shit done and whatnot. And I'm pretty good at multiplayer right now. So, and I'll put by the way, I'll put my gamer tag on the bottom, so maybe you guys can add me. We'll play on PlayStation 3. Let's get it done. I'm cool with that. So, environments are badass. You cover like lush tropical shits of parts of Brazil to these shitty ghettos where no one wants to fucking go. To like flashbacks in New Jersey. So you get that kind of nostalgic feeling. He's wearing the same little leather jacket and that little fucking tie and everything. That sounds kind of weird, I noticed that, but just know you're going to get your money's worth in terms of length and just overall shit you do. Like I said, once the game ends, you're just going to be, okay, I did it, fuck yeah, and there's so many unlockables. There's so much replay value to keep coming back. There's a score attack mode if you want to just rank up against, scoreboards and shit. There's New York Minute, which you get a time limit, kill dudes, you get more time out of that. You want to beat the level in the least amount of time possible. You can do that. There's a couple more modes I haven't unlocked. I'm replaying it on hard right now. I'm going to unlock an old school mode and whatever the fuck that is, so I'm looking forward to seeing whatever that is. So if you're just strictly here for the campaign, you don't care about the multiplayer, you will get your money's worth. It's an extremely entertaining game. It's very fucking violent. Basically, no matter where you shoot someone on their body, bullet holes completely show up. You can just blast the motherfucker's face. There we go. Boom. Yeah, right in the face, and I'm talking, just ripped open. And in the room, what was that? And like the room where it's like a final, like guy in the room and you want to kill him, it like slows down. You can slow it down as much as you want, and you can just keep pulling the trigger, and you just keep seeing holes just pop through his body, and it's fucking extremely gory. It's awesome. So you'll replay it just for that reason. Just running by a dude, blasting him, this hole in his face. It's cool. I mean, maybe I'm just an idiot for thinking that's awesome. In a lot of games, you just kind of shoot him and they drop or whatever with no real, that sense of achievement, like you just fucked him up. But the weapons feel like they have weight, they have power. You feel like you're doing some damage, so whatever. The sound, voice acting is absolutely amazing. James McCaffrey, the guy who plays his voice, does a fucking superb job, like I said earlier. Absolutely impeccable. That's enough adjectives to describe him. He does a great fucking job on his part. Great scripts. The cutscenes are extremely entertaining. Everyone does a great job. The weapons obviously sound like weapons. The music's amazing. It puts you in a setting. You just feel like that sense of urgency, like that fast-paced kind of frenetic feeling, like you just want to keep tearing through, and just whatever environment or kind of tone, and everything is set perfectly. You always feel like you're in the heat of the action. Like it's that anxious feeling that just doesn't ever let up right until you're out of this game in about, like I said, 10 plus hours, depending on how good you are, the difficulty. In terms of lasting appeal, it's great. The multiplayer is a fucking blast. Like I said, I'll put my gamer tag. You can play whatever, Explosive 661, I'll type it down there for you. There's Deathmatch, Team Deathmatch, Gang Wars, which is like about 10 different things combined together. There's 5 rounds, but it's 10 little modes that switch up. Like blow that base up, steal that shit. It's fun as fuck. You can go up to 8 players. If you want to do the larger ones, you can go up to 16 players. Its average lifespans are like 10 seconds. I mean, everyone is constantly killing each other. There's vendettas for dudes to kill you more. There's a shitload of experience to do. So much to unlock. So I got like them guns. So much to unlock. Big ranking system. You can prestige 5 times. I believe they call it I think Legacy or something mode or whatever. But just know, if you're looking for a challenging, rewarding fucking experience, and if you're a fan of Rockstar, this is a must-have. And just know everything that they would have packed in the Grand Theft Auto and all that, they packed it into a linear, awesome fucking game. Max Payne 3 is the shit. I absolutely love it. I'll be playing it for months to come. And I can't stress enough, if you're a fan of third-person shooters, just fucking violence and witty dialogue and just an overall good time and a mature, just overall game, pick it up. You will not be fucking let down. I did this game since I'll give it I'm gonna go as far to give it a fucking 9, maybe a 9.5 out of 10. I fucking absolutely loved it. I mean, like I said, there's a few hiccups here and there, but nothing that spoils the experience. So I hope that helped. I know this review came a lot later than a lot of you would have liked. So let's play online. See you guys then.